It's also important to remember that in the 90s, there really wasn't much in the way of mental health. So, like, pretty much like all Gen Xers, let alone, really disadvantaged ones that were on and off the streets, like, we didn't have therapy or medications, we self-medicated with alcohol and drugs. And it's not even so much that as it is not really acknowledging or knowing, or understanding what issues you have. It's more that than how you choose to even deal with them. It's not even like being able to identify them. So like we both, Squid and I, had definitely had PTSD and like I think some dissociative disorders going on. And I think that there was maybe like a little bit of psychosis with him. Like it's kind of hard for me to figure out where the line was between him just being manipulative to get what he wanted, by just kind of, using the like, oh, you're not punk enough whenever I disagreed with something. And like the line between that and actually like having a bit of psychosis. Cause like I clearly remember having, like a lot of little stupid fights with him where I felt like he was, he was constantly talking about Luana, which is totally normal. And I was okay with that. But at the same time, it was like sort of intimidating because it's like, well, I'm your girlfriend now. And, I'm not trying to be her. I can't fill her shoes, and it's really intimidating because she was very like well loved and respected. And he's kind of the main character, of the Hollywood punk scene at the time. So, I already did feel like kind of insecure. And yeah, I just remember like, it was very much like he was trying to make me into her at times, like not just like fill her shoes, but like, or replace her with a new love. But it was sometimes I felt like he was trying to turn me into her. And like, there were times where I would just like go off on him and be like, you need to realize that I'm not Luana. I can't be Luana. I'm never going to be Luana. And, I would just like blow up. And then he'd be like, he'd kind of snap out of it and be like, dude, like, relax. You take everything too seriously. Like, it's not that big of a deal, blah, 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 blah. But, like, it was a big deal to me because it came up a lot. And me accusing him of this kind of thing was sort of calling the kettle black, which I'll explain in the next video.